Hello.
Hi. So this video has been on my list of things to do for like 6+ months now, and somewhere in the back of my mind I just think, like, since it's not up to the same caliber and like dramatic effect as me painting an entire freaking wall, I think it's not worth doing. We make such simple things so much harder than they have to be. One thing, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build your online website, and we'll get into that later. You might be aware, might not be, that I am a sucker for makeup. It is the highlight of all my daily activities. It is probably the one time that I'm doing something and I have no stress, no anxiety, because magic is within makeup. I think it's really cool that makeup started out for me. The train is here. Ignore that. Ignore that I'm in like an entire different setting. Can you hear the train? Anyways, I think it's awesome that makeup started out for me to cover up my under eye bags that I had. It's super huge insecurity about, and sometimes still do, but I'm learning to love them more. And now I like makeup because it's just like a de-stressor and chill thing for me. Anywho, we've got 3 different aesthetics that we're going for: e-girl, soft girl, and euphoria inspired makeup. So let's get into things. Alrighty, I'm kind of in an experimental mood and I want to try doing these and like doing the eye makeup first. Actually, that already sounds like a terrible idea because this has like stuff on it and it might mess with the eyeshadow. So quick where things feel so good and then feel so wrong. This was a bad idea. Let's just abort mission. Now I'll just rub this into my face, I guess. What am I doing? I wish so dearly that I had filmed this the first time I was experimenting with this, because I just dived straight in. I shaved off half my eyebrow. I put the fake freckles on, like 500 pounds of blush, huge thick eyeliner, and it was an awakening moment for me because I was able to abandon my old ways and adapt these new, wonderful, better ways. And that was the first time I ever used blush because I thought blush was fake and stupid and not cool, but blush is amazing. I'm gonna do the eyebrows. See you in a second. I'm gonna try like a TikTok transition. Yes, 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 that sounds very good. Alrighty, I'm done with my eyebrows and now we're going on to the foundation, which is not my shade, but it was the lightest shade that they offered. I didn't think I was that pale, but I guess I am. I don't know, you discover new things every single day. Now I'm gonna do some color correcting that I've only been doing for like 3 months, maybe more, I don't know. Everything since March has kind of felt like 1 month, so who knows how long I've been doing this for. So the e-girl look. I'm gonna go for something a little more extreme than usual. Very thick eyeliner is the plan, and I'm actually like so excited about it because I feel like a different person when I do this. I feel there's like a deep empowerment that surges through me. And I just plop it all on my face while I still have... Now I'm gonna put in the lightest shade of concealer that I own. Something that has been on my mind a lot recently is like, I'm not a present person. I remember when that was like a huge thing, like sophomore year of high school, and then our English teacher was like, oh my gosh guys, we're gonna have a mindfulness day every single Wednesday, and then we went to some room and ate clementines with our eyes closed trying to think of all the different flavors. And yes, that was helpful, but I just don't see how I'm gonna apply eating clementines slowly and intentfully into my daily life. But now I'm reflecting back on that and being present. That is a skill, and that is a skill that I don't have. I think me not being present started during high school for me to like get through school, because you're in first period, you're in math, and you're like, okay, but after this, there's like a 5-minute walk period to go to the next class, and that's gonna be really nice. Or maybe I have cross country after school, and like, that's kind of better than sitting in this desk all day. And then you get into cross country and you're like, okay, I get to go home and I get to have dinner, and then I can get to my homework, and that's like better than running. And so you're never really in any moment. And now that I'm 19, I think it's kind of turned into like a protection thing, or just like having me distance myself from things. And I don't know why, like I feel the need to do that, but I really want to work on just being more present. Like, let me take a step back and be like, right now I'm sitting on my bed and I'm doing e-girl makeup with you. But actually in my mind I'm thinking about, okay, so I'm gonna like do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do this. And so I'm like not even here, I'm like never really there. I need to change ASAP, because watch me turn 80 and I'm like, wow, I was never really there for any of it. Terrible. But sometimes it's really just what you gotta do. Like, that's what I had to do during high school. And you know what has really just been pressing on my mind recently? It was kind of the root of like a lot of uncertainty and insecurity during high school, is that there's this thing I've noticed with like older people. They kind of discredit people's experiences if they're teenagers or like preteens or just like kids, because they're like,
you don't have a job and work 9 to 5 and have to pay bills and rent
rent and everything. All you have to do is show up to school and sit down for 8 hours and learn. Are you kidding me? You have problems? You're so weak and stupid.
And I just remember like feeling that growing up and being like, oh, I'm not 45 and paying bills, so my pain and struggles must be fake and I must be weak and it just must all not be real, which is BS. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter what you're going through or having to experience, it's just as real and maybe even more because hello, puberty, hormones, middle school. Middle school sucked. Wouldn't want to go back for a single day. Actually, maybe that would be kind of interesting. Disgrace. And I think people do it to make themselves feel better. And you can also see that in like different hobbies and like activities. I see it a lot with like music because there's, you know, those super good guitar players and they're like,
oh my gosh, if I see or hear one more person in the guitar shop playing Stairway to Heaven, I'm gonna break my skateboard and yell.
Excuse me, people have to start somewhere and what is wrong with that? Disgrace. Moral of the story is feelings are valid and people do things to make themselves feel better and it's not so good. You know what also I've been thinking about? The hierarchy of someone being older and being like, oh, my experiences are bigger and more important than you has made me kind of think about like the US in general, and I think we're kind of obsessed with hierarchy in some ways. And I guess it's just like stereotypical cultural ways that you can see like this hierarchy obsession, like cheerleaders, the head of student council, and the people that take AP classes, and the captain of the football team, and homecoming queen and prom queen. All this stupid, messy, useless, meaningless stuff. I don't know why I just put the powder on then, because I like to do the bronzer and things first, because what am I doing? I'm just getting like way into talking and not, I don't know. We're gonna backtrack and I'll see you in a second. Hi. So the goal for this eye look is to make the eyes as lifted as possible. I'm just gonna work to make this as smooth as possible with a nice gradient so that when I add in the other colors, it blends nicely. And I'm going in with a lighter green to blend this out. Oh yes. I'm now gonna blend in a super like bright yellow and see how that works. I'm not totally sure what this is gonna look like, but we're gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna try to just use a Q-tip to cut the crease. I've been seeing this on the interweb a lot recently, and I'm hoping it makes the experience a lot easier because it's hard. Let's see what this is like. Okay. I'm now just gonna pack on this yellow green. Let's see how this turns out. Do you guys see that? What the heck? Why? Why? Like, what did I do wrong? Okay, now I'm gonna work on like the under part. I'm always reminded that I didn't put deodorant on this morning when I start doing stuff like this and getting stressed. Oh my gosh, I usually don't get stressed while I do makeup. This time I am. Wow, what a hypocrite. In the beginning I said I don't get stressed. Good thing I'm alone for these things because it is quite the stinky storm. The time has come for me to put the eyeliner on. So I'm just gonna draw the line here and out. I'm gonna put the glitteries in, and then also this is the photo I'm getting the inspiration from, but I'm making it green instead of pink. I want to do the white eyeliner. It's time to put in the white eyeliner. I pray that this will not mess up the look. So now I'm gonna do this look on this eye. So see you in a few seconds. All done though. Now we're putting the fake eyelashes on, pull it all together, and guys, this is kind of awesome. I love it. I love this. Here it is. So I'm gonna go try to take this off. So now it's gonna be Soft Girl, which I just interpret as like a softer, pinkier version of E-Girl, which pink isn't a soft color, okay? Pink is powerful. Pink made me who I am today. Now there's something in my eyeball. Oh my gosh, there's like a lot of things in my eyeball. Well, that was uncomfortable. Having contacts has got me so used to just like poking and prodding at my eye, which isn't the best, and I know that. But you kind of just gotta deal with it because you gotta put a thing directly into your eyeball every single day. And I'm always so surprised when people who are like, oh my gosh, touching your eyeball, I could never. I'm like, what do you mean you can't? I have to do that every single day because my eyes have a terrible prescription. Oh my gosh, but maybe I'm lying because there is something like in there and It's doing a number on me. There's like a foundation bit on my contact. No time for nonsense like that, so I'm just gonna have to persevere on through it. I'm now just adding some shimmeries. Do you see that? Isn't that cute and nice and soft? Okay, I'm gonna add the sparkles now. Ow, that thing in my eye. Do you see anything? Be resilient. Let's do eyeliner. We're gonna make it like a tight fit onto the eye. So I took my contact out because I had a small hunch that I may be scratching my eyeball with whatever was in there, and that's happened to me before, and let me say it was one of the more painful experiences in my lifetime. I don't think I'm wanting to experience that again today. Just one contact in my eye. Just blend this, I guess. I've got this, so we're gonna make some cute little pinky hearts. So the last video that I did of this theme of like sitting down and doing makeup was the tiny face challenge, but I've made that video private since then because I was like the same feelings I had going to this video, that it wasn't enough because I wasn't painting an entire wall. But I mentioned that video what my plan was for the future, and I was originally wanting to go to film school and like live there and get residency and then get school. Why isn't this opening? And then get in-state tuition, but didn't end up doing that because they weren't able to offer me a deferment. It's like, maybe I'm just gonna have to go a different route. Maybe I'll end up going to college at 22. I don't know. Or whatever, and whatever. This is why I need to go to college, guys, because words, they're like so difficult for me. Or whatever ends up happening. Yeah, I'm just like all over the place, honestly, with everything. But I kind of feel like people feel like that their entire lives, so I don't think I'm alone. Or it could mean that I somehow find a way to go to school in Germany or just somewhere abroad. I'm grateful that I'm just taking this step away and being like, how can I do this the smartest way financially? I have some like fake cute little flowers that I think people use for their nails, but I'm gonna glue them onto my face. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna put the last pinky little bits of jewelry on and change my outfit. But before I do that, today's sponsor, Squarespace. One of my friends right now is using Squarespace to make her blog, and she shared with me that her favorite part about using Squarespace is that all the complicated stuff with building a website is done for you, and she has full creative control to really make the website her own. You have everything like templates, a bunch of fonts, you can change the placement of things and colors, so it's really your own website. And what I love about Squarespace is the comfort knowing that there's background analytics on things like the viewers, what's most popular, and traffic sources that will help me continue to refine and improve the website. If you're interested in building your own website for whatever projects you're working on right now, go to squarespace.com for a free week trial. And when you're ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/Anja, ANJA, for 10% off. Now I'm gonna put the final effects on for the soft girl look. Soft girl, whatever we want to call it. Maybe I've got the whole idea wrong. I really love this. I'm gonna wash this off now and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I can't remember what direction I was trying to do whatever that transition was, so excuse me if it was wrong, which it probably was, but that is not what the important part about this is. So we're doing the Euphoria themed makeup right now, and I'm going for a mix between these three looks. So let's just hop right into it. What are we thinking? I'm thinking I'm gonna make this brown like blend into like a black and just like a lighter shimmery color and then put in the rhinestones. All right, I'm now gonna cut the crease. I'm gonna put some darker sprinkles on the outside. I'm gonna now do the other eye, and then we're gonna do the eyelashes, and then I'm gonna probably spend like 2 hours putting the rhinestones on, and then we're done. I'll see you in a second. Okay, we're at the last step, and that is the rhinestone. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a sticky, crazy mess. I'm back. And I'm finished. And I didn't do my whole face because I knew that was gonna take way too long, but here we are. Like randomly got super dark, which kind of fits the vibe, so I'm kind of liking that. Thanks for coming along with the exploration of different aesthetics for makeup. Toodaloo.